Hey everyone, this podcast is part of Story Mode, the podcast network of Gamefully Unemployed. You can support us and gain access to other great exclusive podcasts like Tom and Jeff Watch Batman by heading over to patreon.com/gamefullyunemployed. That's patreon.com/GAMEFULLY unemployed, which is spelled like it sounds.
Hypecast mit Tom Reimann und David Bell.
Hello everyone!
Hello!
Welcome to another episode of Hypecast!
Hypecast!
This is a show where we get hyped about stuff and things. I'm your co-host, Tom Ryman.
I'm your other co-host, David Bell. And our guest.
I was going to say, do I introduce myself here?
Oh, yeah.
We never tell anyone what the format is. We just sort of push them in.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
I'm Hana Michels, and I don't have breathing through my nose right now, so this is how I sound.
Woo!
And that's like a strength right now since the sky is on fire.
That's true.
You're getting less smoke, maybe.
That's true. Our house dog doesn't understand why he can't go outside except to poop, and he's very mad about it.
No. How you been? Nice.
Yeah.
Woo!
Me too.
Yep.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah. Thank you for doing it.
It is.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I'm really
Of course.
glad to actually have a working mic and headphones now and laptop. I can use the Y key.
Congratulations.
Yeah. That's the trifecta. Now you can be on all the podcasts.
You can play You can play Minecraft.
It's true.
You
Hell
love
yes.
Minecraft. Everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody does.
Yeah, you know me.
It's America's pastime.
It
Slow
is.
moving, building things.
Mm-hmm.
Where
Yeah.
I don't have. Whenever I don't have a framework in life, I do very well.
Mm-hmm. That's great.
Because I don't freak out at all.
Mm-hmm.
No. It's you people, you listeners might not know this, but Hana actually has a full Minecraft tattoo sleeve on her
Yeah.
arm.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
I had to eliminate the at first it was just like the @ symbol and notch. I had to take that out and cover it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You gotta. Yeah. I mean, who among us hasn't had to erase a notch tattoo?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Yeah, I remember when we all got those notch tattoos.
yeah, I mean yours was right above your Cosby tattoo, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's a
In
problem.
between J.K. Rowling and.
Yeah. I had a nightmare about her last night.
Oh, no.
I had a nightmare that the nightmare was the part with her wasn't that bad, but
Mhm.
I got her email for some reason, and I
Okay.
emailed her, and she emailed me back and I emailed her about like the transphobia is super disappointing and you suck, and she emailed me back in Hebrew to be like, I know you're a Jew. I couldn't read it because there were no vowels, but
it's the wizarding world.
yeah. No, legit Hebrew is a fuck you language. They just take out the vowels, and only
Right.
school children or people who it's not their native language can read with the vowels. That's who's allowed to read with vowels.
Well, that seems very, unrealistic that the person that created the Goblin Banker race for book would be anti-Semitic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Man, what a dream. We're all kind of in a nightmare starring J.K.
Yeah.
Rowling.
Yes, she
We
is
are.
she's a prominent figure in this ongoing nightmare.
Yeah. She's a star player.
Yeah, everyone's made an appearance. You wouldn't think
Yeah.
that certain people would have. Yeah,
No, everybody's jumping in for some. Lots of cameos.
yeah, super fun.
Well, all right. Well, let's let's think about trailers. You know,
Hell yes.
Let's do that. Let's spend our time thinking about movies. You remember movies? Remember we could go see movies?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh man,
But
those were the
That was-
days.
Before we do that, we have some producers.
Oh sweet.
We have a new one. Special thanks to Han Toomey, the confused cyborg.
Oh man.
This is
Thank you, Hunt. Hopefully we can unravel some of your confusion.
Is this a reference? This has to be a reference, right?
Probably, but I don't know what it is.
Right. Thank you. I'm not going to Google it.
No, absolutely not. I'm
Yeah.
not going to do anything on my end to understand what this is.
No, hell no.
I was trying to go through like my internal Rolodex of cyborgs, and it's Mystery Science Theater, Dick Cheney. That's where it ends.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah. No, those are. Can you imagine Mystery Science Theater with Dick Cheney?
He wouldn't say anything. He'd just be
He would just be. He'd just be
Yeah.
this silent mass, and
The
in
lower
the
right
front row.
quadrant of his lip would move,
Yeah.
and nothing else.
every time Joel or Mike would say something, he'd go shh, and that would be it. Like he just keeps shushing them.
Okay, eventually he's shooting one of them in the face.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. That's the end of the
You
episode.
can't. Yeah.
Uh,
Can't piss off someone that evil without being
No.
shot in the face.
you can't hang out around Dick Cheney.
Right. You can't even just hang out with them.
No, you
Yeah.
can't be his friend without
Yeah.
being shot in the face and apologizing for it.
Yeah.
This was fun. I'm glad I got you guys on a fun topic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, how did we
I
get
don't know.
here? Oh, right.
Dick Cheney's always a fun topic of
Fun
conversation.
Other producers. We have other producers. Thank you very much to Asking Seven. Thank you to Joe. Good old Joe. Thank you to Happy Ed. Always a pleasure. Thank you to the guy with the head. Thank
guy.
you.
Ooh.
Thank you to I Was Born to Stare. All caps. Thank you to Tiger George, Pratt Thompson. Raindrops keep falling on my head. Thank you very much. Thank you to Chloe Rice. Thank you so much. Thank you to Dan Hackroyd. Thank you. Great one. Thank you to the Kool-Aid Man is a proud communist.
Oh yeah.
I made it like a question. Tom,
Yeah.
you take over.
Sure. Oh man. Okay. It's finishing up this list of producers with thanks to Guy with a Long Name, thanks to E.T. the Extravagant Terrestrial,
Woo!
Cody Johnston's Time Machine Noise,
Classic.
Pete Vorpagel,
Thank you, Pete.
Glitterous.
Glitterous.
Ooh.
I know,
Thanks for
it's
having
delightful.
Jason Parchin on. Here's $25.
Thank you to Mr. Thanks.
Yeah. Thanks to the Midnight Patron with Patrons at Midnight, and thank you to Exploding Runes.
Boom.
All right, let's get into this.
Pa-pow.
Let's get into this.
We're greased up. We're good to go.
Yeah. Go gliding through these trailers, glistening through these trailers.
Yeah.
Glittering.
Glittering, yes. Yeah.
So the Mandalorian Season 2.
Yeah, sure.
They rushed this out. I was just about ready to cancel my Disney Plus. Hana, did you see the first season of this?
I did not. I was. Oh, you know where I was when the first season
Sure.
came out.
Do you have the Disney
right,
Plus?
I do now, but I only just got it. Which means my roommate only just got it, and
Sure.
yeah. So I will have time now to start. All I have with me is Baby Yoda is adorable. The Star Wars universe is a little. It's gotten a little.
Bad?
I don't know. I wasn't gonna say bad because there are peaks and valleys.
Yeah.
That's
I
true,
would-
yeah.
I would say this is a peak. I mean, everybody, almost everybody has seen The Mandalorian at this point knows
I
it's
know.
like it's a real chill show. It's almost like an older, like it has like it's more episodic. It's more story of the week.
Ooh.
it's a procedural.
Yeah, it's more
Oh.
like Briscoe County Jr. or Xena. And yeah,
That
and
is a good way to go in this universe. I love that.
It
Yeah,
really
yeah.
is because it's like a morphine. It's just like you watch it and you're like, oh yeah, It's perfect. It's you don't have to keep watching, or you could keep watching, and it's nice and comfortable. It's a warm blanket to wrap yourself in.
That's exactly what I need right now. I'll add it in with my repertoire of like shit I've seen before and K-dramas that make me feel like I could still find love.
Exactly.
It fits comfortably in there. Also, a big plus in the Mandalorians category is the episodes are all right around half an hour, give or take, and that's great.
They end when they feel like ending, which I like. Where they're like, this might be
SNL
like
sketches. Take note. Every sketch, every single one.
Exactly. Like there's episodes that are like 30 minutes, and then there's ones that are like maybe 45 because it's streaming.
Because they're streaming.
They're like, it doesn't matter, and it's really they're right.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just glad it didn't try to, like a lot of prestige television right now is like trying to force themselves to be an hour long per episode, and that's a lot. That's a big investment of time.
Yeah, especially for something episodic.
Yeah. And I don't know, season 2 of this, what is there to say? I think he's going after Jedi now. There's going to be Jedi junk. They're easing in with the Jedis. Like, I like that.
I was going to say, there was a Jedi junk before.
Not really.
Not really. Yeah. Just Baby Yoda does a little bit with the Force. But it's been primarily the non-Jedi stuff, which is another plus in its category. It's like, this is all the cool shit that we normally just see in the background of Star Wars movies.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I like that they're doing that because they don't... It's the thing about like the Star Wars prequels where they're like, here's 1 million lightsabers. And it's like, thanks. Now I'm sick of it already. And this, they just like, I don't want to spoil it, but they do something like in the first season that's like, oh, here's a lightsaber-esque thing, and it's near the end of the series of the season, and you're like, oh shit! Like they're really teasing you with it, and I enjoy that. They also had
No, go on.
Oh, they just also have some just really the great actors stuck in it. Random cameos and so on, because like no one says no to Star Wars, so they can pretty much get anyone.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I recently had to write about I don't know, 500, 600 words about the deep lore of Chewbacca that's not in the movies, and I had to use the holiday special for that. Whew, this sounds like a nice antidote.
The holiday special is
the holiday special is the longest 45 minutes I've ever experienced.
And by recently, I mean I haven't written anything since February.
Right. But it's so did you watch the holiday, all of it?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oof.
You have one of like the best comedic actors of that time, B. Arthur, and you make her sing?
Yeah, she does like a whole lounge singing act. Good God, that episode. That special is it's fucking madness.
It's I hope the Mandalorian does a holiday special.
It should.
They should bring back the holiday special. They should just get like Adult Swim people to make a holiday special or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or just give George Lucas a bunch of acid and see what he says.
Yeah.
And
I was going to say, you have to be at like the perfect level of awareness to produce bad good. Mm-hmm. I think that's the way.
It's an art.
Yeah.
It's very like, you can't overshoot it, you know? You can't look like you're really trying. You have to not feel self-aware. I remember the holiday special, doesn't it have like acrobats in it?
I think so. Yeah.
It just stops and it's like, here's acrobats, and it's like,
it's also how you find out that Chewbacca's a deadbeat dad. Like he has a fucking family, and he just never does like.
He's just zipping around the galaxy with Han Solo while his kids at home like.
The one time he visits home, he endangers them. Like
he's got his old ass pervert dad there.
I mean, it does make sense that Chewbacca's a scumbag. Like,
I mean, I guess if you go deep into the lore, then his family has their own shit, and it's
right. But he just seems like kind of a scumbag.
If you go deep into the lore, he's also dead. So,
yeah.
I mean,
but allow me to offer the powerful rejoinder. Who gives a shit?
Right. But he'll apparently rip your arms off if you lose at goblin chess, or win.
Oh,
So,
yeah. What's it called?
I don't know, goblin chess.
I don't. I forget
that was
what
one
the
of my
hell that
listicle
game is
items.
called.
Yeah,
Yep.
he's a real scumbag.
Yep.
Oh man! So looking forward to seeing scumbag Chewbacca in Mandalorian Season
Hashtag
2.
cancel Chewbacca.
Cancel his ass. Oh man!
The next trailer is for Love and Monsters. Now,
Oh yeah.
yeah, that's a good response.
Oh yeah.
They're tremors. They appear to be like graboids.
Well, they're all. It looks like there are a couple of different kinds of monsters.
right.
It does. The music of this trailer and the visuals, like, I thought there were gonna be jokes, but there weren't any. But the music told me that there would be jokes.
Yeah.
I'm struggling with the tone because there is a joke at the end, or what?
At the very end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
But it's and then like his family dies and stuff. So it is like I'm not sure what you want me to feel. Trailer, because it's a guy who's trying to find somebody he loves in a world that is filled with monsters, and he's got a dog. And yeah, they do a part where he's like the monster is coming at them and he's hiding behind a tree and he's holding his dog's mouth shut. But the music is like happy. It's like light music. And it's not like shot as like a tension moment.
No, yeah, this is a bizarre trailer. Like it's set to what the hell is that song? You Really Got Me Now?
Yeah. I don't know what
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like Michael Rooker shows up and he seems like he's going to be kind of wacky.
Yeah.
Like he seems like he's going to be Woody Harrelson in Zombieland.
I think
That's the thing. This could be good and just edited poorly.
Yeah, for sure.
I think maybe that's what happened.
If you mix any genre with comedy and you get that genre editor as opposed to a comedy editor, that's not going to bode well for your trailer.
Yeah, I think this might be like a dark comedy. Like I think the trailer didn't quite know how to do it. But it does seem like the title is made, like the title on the screen is kind of playful. It really seems like it's probably leaning towards comedy. It's called Love and Monsters. You know, like it's it's just, it has some moments where I'm like, is this supposed to be a tension moment? Because it's, I don't know, it's weird. It's the family getting killed, him hiding behind the tree. Those seem almost like too serious for the rest of the trailer.
Yeah,
they do. I mean, I'm here for the darkest of dark comedies, but I have no idea what to see, what I'm about to see.
Yeah,
as opposed to every other trailer in what you guys picked out, and in general right now, which gives you like more than everything.
Yeah. It I don't know. It does intrigue me as someone who watches everything. If this is on streaming, I'll certainly watch it.
I believe it said it was coming to streaming in October.
Yeah, because this is like, even if there wasn't a pandemic, if it was like in theaters, I'd be like, you're asking a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like it's Zombieland 2. We're like, I guess we'll go see it.
When I saw that, because we had
missed that butter. Sorry.
Yep.
The butter.
Yeah, the butter's delicious. When we went and saw Zombieland 2 for the podcast, it was because it was limited release, we didn't see it, but I'm walking in the theater and there's people walking out of Parasite and I hadn't seen it yet, and they're like, that was amazing, and I'm walking into Zombieland 2. Just like,
you're a real asshole.
Yeah.
Fortune, why do you mock me?
So our next trailer is for Moonbase 8, a comedy, I think TV show, right?
Yeah.
And
coming to Showtime.
Okay. And it's about like a test moon base before we go to the moon, and they got a bunch of chuckle fucks to be
They
on
do.
this Moonbase.
Yeah. I'm skeptical now because it seemed like it was going to be at least decent, but when you say comedy and Showtime, I feel uncomfortable. Like
I get the instinct, but like these days anything's possible.
it's true. It's true.
Like I remember
Yeah.
when being like a drama on AMC. Psh,
Yeah,
and then,
it's true.
And then yeah.
I mean, no, there've been plenty of comedies on Showtime. They just have not been comedies.
Right.
But no, this looks all right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe-
I'm not sure. Like
I don't know either.
Yeah, the trailer's not especially funny, but the cast, it's Fred Armisen, John C. Reilly, and Tim Heidecker.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a lineup.
It's a solid cast, yeah. So it's like, well, this should be funny.
And I'm always here for John C. Reilly doing pathos. That's my favorite thing in the world.
Yeah, he's great.
Hopefully it'll like fulfill the promise that Space Force made. Remember Space Force?
Good
Oh
God.
yeah.
Nobody like that.
No, why would you? Why
No.
would you?
I don't know.
It's a show that's greenlit like 2 weeks after
Yeah,
Trump
that's-
said Space Force.
Yeah.
And it's just, what if we did a wacky workplace comedy about the Space Force to get that out of my face?
The only people I know who saw it was my parents, and they didn't finish the episode. The first episode, they were like, "Yeah, it was dumb." So that's
a good sign.
That's all I know about Space Force. Is the only people I know who saw it was like, and then stopped. And like, I don't, yeah,
Yeah.
jeez.
Yeah. Even my ex didn't watch that shit, and he saw Ray Donovan through. Like, he'll watch anything.
Fucking Ray Donovan.
I still don't know what that was about. It would be on the TV like before we broke up. I still don't know.
Right?
Was your
I
ex a
need to look it
divorced
up.
dad?
I mean, basically.
Oh my God, is Liev Shriver?
Yes. He is Ray Donovan.
I'm gonna watch the shit out of Ray Donovan. Holy shit, he's a fixer. Oh,
Yeah, he
such
is.
an original premise. Oh yeah, Ray Donovan, my new best friend.
Oh man.
I've done horrible things.
Yeah, you've made the world slightly worse now.
Ray
I've done that many
Donovan.
times, but it never feels good.
John Voight's in it. Oh my God.
Yeah. This is dad, I think.
I'm so
So
excited.
anyway, that's the trailer to Moonbase.
Yeah. Look, I don't know. I have this thing with comedies where I don't watch them, even if they're good. I'm so behind in comedy. Like,
Me too.
yeah. So
Something happens when you start, like, when you're actually in comedy, which is that you begin to hate comedy.
yeah,
And it's hard to keep up. It's hard to see who got what over you and
Right.
also just keep up with your brain tracking how each joke was written while you're watching a thing that is good or
Yeah.
can be great, and you could be super happy for whoever got the thing. But
I also think like
yeah.
I feel like maybe I'm getting old because I don't watch any comedies, but I'm almost done with Netflix's Away, and it's like God, it's such a like an old person show. The other night,
Join me on my like 37-something-year-old mom finds love with a younger man in Korea shows, because there are a lot of them and they're pretty hot. Yeah.
what are these shows? I'll watch it along with Ray Donovan. Okay. But like, you know how like the other day me and Tom and some others watched just as a group over the internet A Time to Kill, and we were just like, oh, Time to Kill. We also watched The Lincoln Lawyer, and it's like it's unironic at a certain point where it's just like, no, I just legitimately enjoy these like courtroom dramas.
Yeah, I just wanted to watch a legal thriller, and I mean, I don't know. I kind of want to watch like a horny Korean drama.
Yeah,
They're good. They're really good.
Horny.
They're kind of, they're super over the top. They're kind of like, they're sort of like telenovelas. They're good.
So I
Oh, man, I'm into
googled horny Korean drama, and it is just pornography. I got back. It is just a page of Google results of pornography. So I guess we have to be more specific. I'm gonna
I
go
missed
ahead and
you
close
guys.
that window. Yeah.
Yeah,
We missed
likewise.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, the world sucks.
Yeah.
right
It'll
now.
get
I
better.
haven't seen anyone in months.
Yeah. Look, we'll all see each other in the evacuation shelters for the fires, and then we'll be like, "Hey," and it'll be
Yeah,
great.
no, we'll all see each other in Valhalla.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Moonbase 8, folks.
Yeah, that's Moonbase 8.
The next trailer is for The Father. It's Anthony Hopkins
Oh yeah.
just doing some hardcore puttering around.
Yeah, it's Anthony Hopkins and Olivia Colman, and he's got Alzheimer's. And they're doing an interesting thing where like they're replacing the actors with other actors, and it's meant to like bring you into his confusion, I guess.
Unless they do something really like, unless they just go in another direction, it turns out to be like a thriller.
Oh, where they're
that's
gaslighting him?
Yeah, they're gaslighting
Yeah.
him.
That's genuinely where my mind meant is that they're making him believe he has Alzheimer's.
Right. I think.
It could be it. Like that absolutely could be it. The trailer frames it in that way.
I think the idea is that he will in fact have Alzheimer's, and they're just trying to show how scary that is, and how
if you
paranoid you
have
get.
it, how do you know if it's one or the other? Yeah.
Right. Yeah. It's like being in a thriller starring Anthony Hopkins. It looks good. I this one where I watched the trailer and I'm like, all right, take the Oscars. I get it.
Yeah. I'll
You're
watch it.
You're gonna get the nom, and like, yeah, it's a pretty cool way of doing it that I hadn't seen before.
Mm-hmm.
If
It
it is
is.
about
And-
that.
Yeah, even the lighting changed so much, and everything about the apartment changed a little bit throughout the
Right.
trailer. That was pretty cool.
It reminds me of The Girl on the Train, another very dark movie. That's it's like a thriller mystery, but only because the main character gets blackout drunk often.
Yeah,
and has like a drinking problem and has to like
unreliable narrator. Is
Yeah.
it's the source of the mystery, really.
Yeah, and it's a fascinating idea. This feels like almost like a thriller mystery only because it's hardcore unreliable narrator, or it's just Anthony Hopkins was like, yeah, I'll do a film, but I don't want to leave my apartment, and they're like, great, we'll bring it all to you.
Well, we can figure this out. We can figure this out.
We can write something because it does just look like where he would live with his cats.
It does.
Yeah,
Yeah, with his cats and his piano,
yeah,
giving us important updates on Twitter.
I did see a piano in there. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's Sony Pictures Classics. They always do this shit, and it's always great.
Sure. Yeah.
I love this bullshit.
Fuck me up, man. Fuck me up, Sony Pictures Classic.
Oh yeah, it's the best.
Yeah.
Eat
it's
me
classic.
raw, Sony Pictures.
Yeah, do it.
That's what I always say.
It's true, you do, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Our next trailers. We have a lot of trailers.
We do.
This is part of the final trailers that we have. They're all actually a part of the Welcome to the Blumhouse series.
Yeah, welcome to Blumhouse. Yep.
Which is that Blumhouse is doing like, I don't know, October shit. We're hitting October, my favorite time, because there's
Yeah.
gonna be
It's
shit
the-
tons
it's
of
the-
horror.
Yeah, it's spooktacular, you guys.
Yeah.
I'm excited that this year's horrors, along with last year, every single horror after Get Out,
Yeah.
but that they do seem to be more psychological, and I always love that so
Yeah.
much.
Are you? I forget if you're a big horror fan.
I love certain kinds of horror and can't watch others, but the shit I love, I really, really love. I just can't watch body horror. Can't do
Oh
it.
yeah, that's
I
fair.
don't know why.
That's totally fair.
Oh yeah,
That's
I
totally
think.
fair.
Yeah. The first one is Nocturne. This is like it's Black Swan, but piano.
Yep.
Yeah, or music in general. Like her
Yeah.
sister's a piano prodigy, and she picks up this violinist kills herself, and she grabs her journal to try and like learn how to become like a prodigy at the violin in her stead to compete for another spot I guess at this conservatorship or something.
Yeah.
And like the journal's like haunted and weird and fucked up.
My dad will love this.
She uses like Satan to help her with
Sure.
her piano or something.
I mean, he can play a mean fiddle.
Yeah, that's true.
If
Is this literally a deal with the devil to like? Is this literally a version of that?
I get
it might be, yeah.
Yeah, I get vibes of that because her clearly her book is just like weird spells and shit.
Yeah.
It looks I don't know. It looks pretty fun.
It does.
It might be my favorite of the trail of the
Yeah,
Blumhouse
these all
ones.
in general, these all look like Twilight Zone episodes.
They do.
Yeah. But
Or
they
like
do have,
Alfred Hitchcock Presents.
I told you I think my grandma fucked him, right? What's his name?
Alfred Hitchcock?
Rod Serling?
Rod Serling.
Damn it.
Yes,
Your grandma fucked Rod Serling?
I think so.
Oh man, that's great. It's great news.
God, imagine that pillow talk.
Oh yeah. Submitted for your approval.
My
dick is hard, and it's not gonna take care of itself.
I don't know. She lied even in her diaries that we found after she died, so maybe not. But they were really friends.
I will say that feels like a real old person lie that like I would do. Like on my deathbed, be like, I
Why
fucked
not?
Rod Sterling.
Why not?
No one who's gonna call you out. Who's
No
gonna
one.
be like,
No
yeah.
one. We know that she went on fishing trips with him, which is weird.
Well, yeah, they probably fucked in the boat then.
Yeah,
I mean, that's what I don't fucking boat. I don't know.
Like that
Boat sex
generation.
seems like a nightmare.
But
That generation also seems like a nightmare.
Yeah, but they fucked everywhere. You know, like they were
did.
fucking like mad.
Yeah, they sure
Did
were.
I mean no STDs?
Right. They weren't invented yet.
No,
Yeah. So they just went went fuck
just going
wild.
hog wild. Yeah.
No, they were fucking crazy. That's where we get all those milkman jokes, I guess.
Yeah, they were
Yeah.
fucking milkmen left and right.
Just fucking whoever came by the house.
yeah.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
why
Yeah.
not?
Yeah. I don't have anything else to do today.
Might as well fuck the milkman like first thing in the morning.
Yeah, man. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
You set your watch to that.
Yeah. That's true. So this movie, I don't know. I'm pretty excited for this shit. It looks real spooky.
Sure. Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
The next one is Black Box, which this feels very Black Mirror-y ish.
Yeah, yes.
actually.
Mm-hmm.
I would say Black Mirror doesn't tend to have like the grudge demons in it though. And this
I like
does.
that. I like that device though, because the premise is he's a guy that has repressed a lot of his memory or just has general amnesia, and he's using this VR to sort of plunge into his subconscious. And I like the device of using like faceless ghosts and ring style things because it's like it's a memory you can't quite grab. Like you can't really
Yeah.
see anybody's face in your memory.
Yeah.
This terrified the shit out of me in a good way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, this one looks good.
No, this I like the look of it. Like the grudge demon, it does look good in it. It looks different because, like you said, Tom, it's like its face is blurred. I do suspect this is going to be like. I mean, it already kind of is. Like it's got real Lawnmower Man vibes, where it's like it's a technology that would never be this. You know. Like they just put a visor on his face and suddenly he's like, I'm in this world, and it's like they didn't.
I'm in my memory.
Yeah, like okay, but it doesn't matter because it's it's not supposed to be accurate. It's just supposed to
Right.
scare
Yeah.
us.
What you don't see is that he puts the visor on and the lady just injects him with ketamine.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You don't see the 5 years of EDMR therapy in order to be allowed
Right.
to go back to go into your memories.
Oh, what if it's just like this? Yeah, it does seem like this lady's just a mad scientist, right?
I don't know.
That's
I
my
mean-
assumption.
Whether or not the premise of the movie is that, it seems like that.
Yeah. I like the idea that she's like, oh yeah, you're gonna get like twisty demons. They all get twisty demons. I
And
just
that's kind of
programmed
how it
that in.
feels like going through therapy sometimes and like trying new shit. It's like, oh yeah, that's just gonna happen. You're just not gonna pee again. Like that's just
Right.
a thing now.
It's one of the most
That's totally a real example.
it's the most common side effect is you can't pee and you're going to see some twisty demons.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're gonna get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally normal. Yeah. Why are you so upset about it? I don't get it.
But damn, this and Nocturne are neck and neck with me, I guess, because I do think this looks visually a lot more fun. Like, this looks more fun. This is probably going to be the most fun of these movies, right?
Maybe, yeah. I think it's scratching a different itch, which I appreciate.
Yeah. I don't know. Nocturne seemed more fun. This one seemed like genuinely scary to me. But I think we all have different sensibilities.
I consider fun for me is more the visual, where it's just like, oh, that's so creepy. Whereas like something that's a little more like, I don't know, the slow burn or like the atmospheric, like that is the shit that like really gets to me. I don't know. I mentioned it before, but the Netflix foreign show Marianne is like a mix of the two, and that got me right exactly where it was like the most hard to watch, but I couldn't stop watching.
I still need to watch that, but every time I do, I'm like, it'll be like at like 11 o'clock at night. I'm like, I really shouldn't start Marianne right now.
I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't give me like Haunting of Hill House. I rewatched the shit out of that show as like a background because it like comforts me in a weird way. But Marianne, I haven't rewatched it since. I need to.
See, real crimes comfort me, which is also upsetting to everyone else.
Right.
I'll definitely have that shit in the background. Oh my God. Okay, so I this has nothing to do with anything, and I'm sorry, but
no, please.
I was watching some Forensic Files bullshit, which, by the way, you have to watch that alone just for the like cop testimonials because they're hilarious and dumb and so dumb, so dumb. But this guy murdered his wife. You know what? Yeah, that always happens.
As you do. Yeah.
But he also invented the snap-on toupee, in which he installed snaps in his scalp in order to snap on a toupee. And apparently people do that shit sometimes. And that was not a warning sign that this guy was a fucking murderer.
I was about to say, I feel like those two things are related.
Yeah.
I went ahead and Googled that, and I wish I didn't.
Yes. Far more horrifying. People kill their spouses every day, but this
shit is demonic.
Yes.
Yeah, it like literally looks like horns.
It does.
Oof. Why would you do that? I mean, I get it. It's a
he
very.
He did it to himself. He was his he was his like test patient.
I do get it. That like it kind of reminds me of like my dad does a lot of woodworking, right? And if like he'd like gash his hand open, he would just glue it, you know, like that attitude. And I feel like that's a common attitude where it's like, there's something around the house here to fix it, or like.
But you're not adding like a glue nozzle to your hand.
Yes, but I get the like the like the handyman attitude where they're like, I'm just going to invent something to do this. And then
this
it's
dude
something...
was a plastic surgeon, not a handyman. But yeah, yes.
That's, plastic surgeon, that's a little... Yeah. Because this feels like something you'd invent while you're, like, drunk at home.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And
this is a brilliant drunk thought.
Yeah. And it does feel efficient where it's like, just tack it on. Yeah. Just have tacks.
Sure.
But yeah, that's...
But then you also have metal pegs drilled into your skull.
Yes. There was this. Okay, I low key get the need for it though, because, and I'm sorry for telling you all these stories. Cut them out if you need to.
Oh, we ain't cutting shit. Are you kidding? No.
There's this guy when we used to drive home from elementary school, and it was always like it was on the west side on Wilshire Boulevard, like near UCLA. That's where we were driving, and that's important to the story because you know what kind of people are there. Yeah. Driving past us every day when we were driving home was a man in a convertible whose vanity license plate said handsome.
Mm-hmm.
The one day there was no traffic on Wilshire. It was the most beautiful day of my life. I think to this day, He keeps the top down of his convertible, whizzes right past us, and his toupee is just flapping, just fucking
Like a cape.
yeah, Handsome's toupee is just fucking flapping. It's so beautiful.
That's fantastic.
It was
That's
my
pretty good.
favorite thing in the world.
Oh, he's probably responsible for producing like many movies we've watched or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, what a champion.
Yeah.
It's probably literally Joel Silver or some shit.
So that sums up Black Box.
Yeah, that's
well.
the trailer for Black Box pretty concisely, yeah.
The final one is for The Lie.
Yeah.
I kind of spaced out during this trailer. Is this any
It's
good?
like a maybe it's got Peter Sarsgaard and Joey King.
Yeah.
It's got like a Bad Seed vibe to it where she very probably murdered her best friend and they keep telling lies about it that just keep compounding.
Have you seen the Hulu series that she's in?
I've seen the first couple episodes of it and I've watched Mommy Dead and Dearest that it's based on.
She's really creepy in that series. She is good.
Yeah, she was good in it, yeah.
Yeah, and as it goes on, she gets better and creepier. So, in that sense, I'm at least excited for that.
Okay.
Yeah, no, this could be good, yeah.
I get like, I don't know, maybe it's the tension. I get less into movies where it's like about someone maintaining a lie, where it's like all about like, are they going to get caught? Are they not? And then you get to a point where it's like, you just want them to get caught. So you don't have to feel the tension anymore.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah. I do.
The premise gets me less excited than the cast.
Yeah. I do love murderous teenage girl genre. Like, have you guys seen Thoroughbreds?
Yes.
Oh, what a film.
I haven't yet. I need to, yeah.
Have you seen Tragedy Girls?
No.
It's kind of adorable.
Huh.
I don't really know how to. I know it's not supposed to be adorable because they're murderers and they're trying to be like they're like very conscious about their brand as murderers.
I've heard of this one. Yeah.
Yeah.
This does look good.
It's adorable.
Yeah. It's a great genre. Fucking Jawbreaker.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
Jawbreaker feeling. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know. This feels almost like too serious.
Maybe. I don't know.
But I bet it's good. Like, they're all like Blumhouse. This Welcome to the Blumhouse shit. I was very like, we covered it in an earlier Hypecast when they did like a joint trailer.
Yeah.
And it made me feel kind of nervous about it. And now watching all the individual trailers, I'm like, shit. Like they didn't need to bundle these. These are all like fantastic seeming on their own. I'm guessing they picked them all up like they're all indie films or something.
Yeah.
And they're like, we're going to stamp our logo at the front and we're going to stick them all on Amazon.
Yeah, we'll release them all at once and then it'll be a thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure that was the mentality behind it.
Right. And I think what it was is that first trailer made me think like, they're going to give us all their like B movies at once. And now I'm like, look at this fucking amazing package that they have for us. Of all these,
I'm very excited for October.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
It's a great month.
Oh man.
Always.
We made it through
we
news
can't
stories.
do anything.
Well, here's the thing. I've been wanting to since before the pandemic do Halloween Horror Nights, which obviously not going to happen this year.
No.
I would love to do that, but my Halloweens since my 20s have been spent at home because I don't know what else do you do? You know, go do crimes. You could go do crimes.
We could go criming.
Yeah,
we could go criming.
You could always have like just a chill like small party.
That's true.
That's true. Yeah, chill small parties are the best.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't think my Halloween's going to change. I love the movies that come out. There's so many.
I mean, we could also always do that when we all get vaccinated in 2030 or whatever.
We should definitely hold
we
like
also always do that at some point.
Yeah, like a late Halloween or double Halloween or something next year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just celebrate for the entire month of September as well as the entire month of October. I think that's only fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
All right, well that was trailers. Let's move on to news stories. But first we got some more Patreon subscribers, producers rather, to thank, such as Andrew How. Thank you so much. Thank you to Vincent the Vampire. Thank you so much. Thank you to Rev MD. Much appreciated. Thank you to John Muniz. Thank you. Thank you to Wavy Rancheros. Thank you to Mr. DNA. Thank you to Lauren Gucci. Thank you. Thank you to Bootler Boodleson. You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
Oh, man. Let me jump in here. Thanks to Grumblebee. Thanks to Tux.
Yeah.
Thanks to Shepherd Mulch Diggums.
Mulch.
Thanks to Norm from Cheers.
Norm.
Davey Francis.
Thank you.
Space McNulty. Hiram. And oh, great, it's that guy.
Thank you.
Thank you all, our wonderful producers.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, great.
I
don't know if you just heard, but I licked my microphone for all of the patrons.
Oh, wonderful.
I felt that energy. And I'm sure they will too.
Yeah, that'll resonate.
Yeah. I feel dust.
We have a couple of light stories and a couple not so light stories. It's just they released that Wanda Vision is in fact going to come out this year.
Yeah, that's surprising, but
but it's on Disney Plus, so that's actually great news. For Mandalorian plus WandaVision, it's stuff to watch.
Sure.
I don't know what else to say about it.
Yeah.
And it's
it was just a little. It was unexpected. Like I assumed this and Falcon and the Winter Soldier were going to get bumped until next year, just because everything is shut down.
Right. I guess they had finished it.
Apparently.
Yeah. So that's good news. It's nice whenever anything's like, no, it's happening. As long as it's not like it's happening and you got to go to theaters. It's like, no.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
eat my shit. I'm not going to the theaters.
Yeah.
No.
It's Christopher Nolan and Warner Brothers are learning to their woe.
Yeah. We've
just
warned them.
Eating shit on Tenet right now.
Yeah. Well, we told them. We're like, dude.
Yeah.
It's not safe.
We're not going to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
Okay, this seems to be the story that's been dominated. I don't know much about this. I've actually not avoided, but I just haven't paid attention. What's going on with Netflix and cuties?
Do you want to take this one, Hana, or should I?
I've seen glimpses, and whenever I see certain words, I just stop reading. So you might have to take this. Okay,
so Cuties is a drama by I want to say French filmmaker, because I think Cuties is not its actual title. I believe is French. I'm probably wrong about that.
It is.
But,
no, you're right. I looked it up, and it's got a weird French name.
It's about a young girl, like 11, 12, like right around that age, joining a dance group. And the movie is about how we start sexualizing girls at a very young age. And so consequently, it's a lot of these girls and their dance group, doing sexually suggestive and explicit things with their dancing. And the point of the film is that this is a bad thing. Right. And that it's also something that girls just have to deal with and are just sort of expected to deal with when they grow up.
Definitely.
Because of the title, and that Netflix chose kind of the wrong image really to sell
I'm looking at it right now.
It was not a great. That's not like a bunch of people were like, a bunch of both people who are probably genuinely, excuse me, I can't talk tonight, genuinely outraged because they just don't actually know what the movie's about. and then a lot of bad faith actors, I think.
Okay.
Are just being like, oh, this is a movie that glorifies pedophilia and everybody should cancel their Netflix subscriptions. And it's like, it's literally saying it's about the opposite.
Right.
Like,
but you, in a way, like looking at this poster, I definitely get flipping through Netflix and being like, what?
What the fuck is that?
Yeah. It does look like, given the poster, it's going to be a reality show or some shit.
Yeah.
It just, that's, yeah.
Yeah, it was, I mean, it was a big, like, there was a pretty poor marketing decision for sure.
Yeah. But it honestly sucks that any marketing decision could get certain people to go fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Right, because there is this thing where, like, maybe it's just because we do this show so much. We know that trailers and posters don't really show us if a movie's good or even what it's about. That said, most people, again, if I was flipping through Netflix and saw this, I'd be like, no.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd be like, what the fuck is that?
This?
Yeah. This is grosser dance moms. Don't do this.
Yeah, it really does look like it could be reality TV or something like that.
Right, where it looks like toddlers and tiaras and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. If the TLC network didn't exist, I think people would suspend their disbelief for the actual movie. But unfortunately it does, so.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like, and you could, I feel bad saying this, but I feel like all of the uproar about children and like child sex trafficking and shit is such bad faith, because it's a way to channel the guilt and horror that we feel about what we're doing to kids in cages, without actually having to face any political issues. It's
also, I mean, this is a thing where it's always misplaced. Like, it's the thing where, like, the Jeffrey Epstein
of the children
stuff
is
happens.
always misplaced. Yeah.
The Epstein stuff happens, which is legitimately a concern that involves former presidents like Clinton and like the people that the Pizzagate people would go after, but it also involves Trump. So they're like, it's the pizza place. And it's like, you're like the concern. It feels like they're using a legitimate concern as a weapon.
Correct.
There's a lot of that. It's
and I'm sure
kids have been used that way many times.
Right. It's the FOSTA SESTA thing where the thing that law is supposed to prevent, it's like, of course. We don't want sex trafficking. Yeah. But then what it actually
that law actually prevents. Yeah, exactly.
What it does is it makes it harder for sex workers, not better. And so like the intention is, no one can disagree with the intention. It's just the execution.
And I mean, QAnon and that shit definitely has something to do with this too. Whereas
With
people are
the
like,
Q
see, it's
thing?
another example. Yeah, it's another example
absolutely.
of.
And I think that's what QAnon is. It's a way to tamp down the subconscious shit about like we're doing horrible things to kids right now, and keep all of your cognitive dissonance about Trump.
Right. Yeah, I agree. It's a grand distraction. And now I guess Cuties has been roped into it. I don't know. I haven't seen the movie,
Everything gets roped into that shit.
Yeah.
I mean, you remember when we were working at that like 5 years ago, that website, and QAnon was just a blip, but we were all getting like weird threats.
Oh yeah.
From QAnon people.
Because of the pizza stuff. Yeah. It's like, see, they're trying to tell us something. I'm like, no, we're not.
No.
No, we don't know. We're not trying to say much of anything.
Yeah.
We're really not. I'm
It's a
sorry.
blur.
I wrote about dead children, and my New Year's resolution is to shove my son back up there. That wasn't real.
I don't actually have a son.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess that sums it up. I knew a little bit about. I saw it trending, and I was like,
Yeah. That's the deal.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Final thing is that Madonna is directing and writing a biopic about herself
With Diablo Cody.
with Diablo Cody. I am on board.
Yeah.
I guess I think it's a bummer when people are producers on their own biography movies.
Yeah.
I generally agree, but when it comes to Madonna, she has been out of control of her own narrative for some time.
Yeah.
Has she been?
Yes.
Man, I always felt like
yeah.
she was extremely in control
No,
of her image.
In some ways, yes. She knew how to get the attention that she needed to go far, but she did not. But there was no way for her to get the actual, like, any actual positive attention.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
I'm reminded of, what's it called? Body of Evidence from the 90s. The sexy thriller with her and Willem Dafoe, where her interviews about it, because I don't want to spoil Body of Evidence for people who haven't seen it, but she really didn't like what happens to her character in it. Because her character basically goes on trial for killing a man through sex, but they don't have really they don't have like much evidence, and then I think she like kills herself or something it's like they really punish her. And I remember interviews with her being like, yeah, I had no say in what happened there, and I would have done it differently. And so I do think there's like, at least with her movie career, I feel like she's, an actress. She was just doing
true.
what
That's true.
they like used the fact that she was at Madonna to hype her up, but they still treated her like an actress who just had to say the lines. So it's, I don't know. Every time I learn something new about Madonna, I kind of like her. I don't know much about her. I don't seek out. So that's why I'm like, fuck, I want to see her directing. I don't know what that's like.
Yeah. She's really polarizing, even to, like, the more I know about her, the more polarizing she is, like, in my own mind. So that would be interesting. I really hope that she would learn from past mistakes of controlling others' narratives, though. Because she, for example, like, outed one of her dancers on her tour before he was ready.
That's not good.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fucked up.
That is the thing, is she definitely, I'm sure, has the money disease and an ego at this point, and like doing a biopic and producing and directing of your own life does feel very dangerous in terms of quality. It's the Mr. Burns movie, it's
right. Yeah.
It's that, where it's that, I don't know if this particular situation is great, but like,
I don't know. Maybe
maybe
it'll be like, who's that?
Diablo Cody right now. That's got to be really stressful right now.
That's probably a nightmare.
Yeah.
I hope maybe it'll be crazy and weird.
I mean, we never know. I think we'll definitely get moments of her saying the shit about herself that needed to be said a long ass time ago.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to Madonna, like talking about other people's narratives, I don't fucking know.
Right. But it does feel like a lot of these type of celebrities, like it like Britney Spears. You feel like if you got in a room alone with Britney Spears and she was in a bad mood, she'd tell you some shit, and these people who like were pop stars who had to like go through the system, they probably have.
Britney's in a very different situation.
Yes, that's true.
She is legally not allowed to be in a room alone with you, so to tell you the shit. So
that's because of the restraining order that she has against me. But that's a different story. No, but like, a lot of these people.
Dave's like, listen, I was a big Crossroads fan.
No, you know what I mean. Is these people they tend to. It feels like if you could let them talk, they would have a lot to say. That would be very interesting. So I hope it's more of an opportunity for that. But
we'll see.
Again, money disease.
Yeah. I think there'll be moments of both.
Yeah.
But it'll be fascinating.
I was about to use the exact word. That it'll be fascinating to watch.
Yeah. That's it for news stories. So we have some more producers here.
Let's thank them.
Okay.
Let's thank the shit out of them.
Let's do
All right,
that.
I'll make sure you hear the lick this time.
All right.
Oh,
Good. Thank you to Lef. Thank you so much, Lef. Thank you to Nolan Mayton. Thank you. Thank you to Joshua Graves. Much appreciated. Thank you to Normal Man Andrew McGuire. Totally Normal Man. Thank you to Ozzy. Thank you so much. Thank you to AJ. Thank you to Tip Drizzle. Oh, that one came from the stomach. That was. Thank you. Thank you to Frankly Amish.
Oh man. Let me get in on this. Let me get on this.
Right.
Okay. Okay. Let's thank the shit out of Mrs. Voidis.
Thank you.
The ghost of Dave Thomas.
Thank you,
Aaron Burser.
Aaron.
David Knife Boot Hinson, MBA CPA. Knife Boot. Christopher Robert Sparks, Esquire.
Thank you.
Mackenzie, Righteous Hand of the Lizard People, Chill.
Thank you.
Funky J.
Woo!
And Pie Guy. Thank
Pie
you
Guy.
all so much.
Thank
Our great producers.
Thank you.
Woof.
Oh man, Dave, we're at the point of the episode where I have to pretend like I don't know that you brought a movie that deserves more hype.
What now?
And then
Wait, could you hear that at all?
I heard the faint lickings of the microphone.
yes,
Okay,
the very faint licking.
It was there though.
Good. My
It's
tongue
there.
is sandpaper.
Oh, good.
It's like
I heard that. Yeah,
like
you have like a cat's tongue.
Yeah,
Yeah, it feels like that
perfect.
Oh man.
Tom,
so
to answer
Dave,
your fake question,
yes.
I do have a movie that deserves more hype.
Ow, man, you just shattered this facade.
I actually don't know if this how known this trailer is, but I don't care. It deserves more hype. It's for Synchronic, which sounds like a Daft Punk song. It's
It does.
it's coming out October 23rd. This is from directors Justin Benson and Aaron Moorhead. If you don't know those names, they did Spring and The Endless, two films that myself and Tom praise a lot.
They're very good sci-fi horror-ish movies.
Yes, indie,
But more-
very indie.
Yeah, and more sci-fi, but definitely creepy. Definitely creepiness and a couple of really like oh shit moments. In them.
And they tend to do very low budget. And we always talked about, would it be cool if they had a budget? And this, I don't know about the budget. I do know that it has Anthony Mackie in it.
And Amy Dornan.
Yeah.
Dorman, who 50 Shades guy.
Right. So I think because they often were in their own movies, and I'm sure they're going to be in this, but they're so good at as a directing team that do weird concept sci-fi, and that's what this appears to be. It's about it's in New Orleans, and it's about some paramedics who find this weird series of weird accidents, and there's this mysteriously new drug. It sounds very John Dies at the end, actually, but and then I guess he takes the drug, and they think it's a psychedelic, but it seems to fuck with reality and time, which I don't know. That I feel like that plot's been done a few times, but the selling point to me is who's doing it this time. Hana, if you haven't seen Spring or The Endless, I feel you don't like body horror, but I feel like you would appreciate. I feel like you'd appreciate Spring because I'll just. This is a spoiler. It's one of those Before Sunset type movies where it's a guy on vacation, and he gets in a fling with a woman who's also a squid monster, and that's all you really need to know. It's just it's a really weird fucking movie. It's actually not really a horror movie. It's more of a romantic.
Okay.
Horror.
Here's my biggest issue with body horror. Is she consenting to being the squid monster?
From what I remember, yes. I mean, it's just what she is. It's not like she turns into one. It's that's what she is.
Okay, that's much easier for me.
Yeah,
I'm
she
on
was
board.
Born one.
Right.
She's
more
like a
about,
mermaid. Yeah, it's more about his level of consenting, I guess. It's
I'm
very
definitely on
interesting.
board.
Yeah. I mean, there's not weird hentai stuff going on.
Yeah,
but it's
I was gonna say I'm kidding, but I'm honest about.
No, it's
about
emotional
what I can
consent.
say.
It's emotional consent more than anything else. And it's a very weird one. And then The Endless is about it's about these two brothers who go home to a cult they lived in, and everybody in the cult's the same age that they were when they left, years and years ago. And it gets really weird and sci-fi. Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
some really
it's some good cult shit in that movie. It's very good.
Yeah.
Ooh, shit. Yeah.
I also want to give these directors very big props because this is coming out October 23rd in theaters. And they went on the record saying, don't go see it. They said, we want to be very clear. At the time of writing this, we personally wouldn't go to an indoor movie theater, so we can't encourage you to. And so I really appreciate that they clearly fucked over their own production company on a movie that they've so far been indie directors, so I'm sure they like really need this. And they're like, you know what? We're not going to tell people to die.
We're not going to blow smoke up anybody's ass.
Yeah. They said, drive-in. And drive-in is, I'm pretty sure, safe. I haven't looked into it. But, I'm really excited to see this on streaming when it comes out. Probably soon.
Yeah. I'm not going to make it to it. I mean, there's no theaters open around us, really. So
when it gets released in theaters, chances are, you can buy it for a theater price at that point.
Yeah, they might do I think movies like this, sometimes they do theatrical and simultaneous, streaming and stuff too. So
especially now.
Yeah, I would encourage people to look at the trailer. It doesn't feel like, it's not like full on Nolan. It just still feels kind of indie in the visuals.
Cool.
Yeah, it looks cool.
So I don't know. I'm super excited about it. And so
100%. I really like these filmmakers, and they produced She Dies Tomorrow, which is an indie movie we just watched for an episode a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, they're great. They followed me on Twitter.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, yay.
Yeah.
Oh man, I think we did it, guys. I think that's a sode.
Ending on that brag.
Name drop.
Hana.
Twitter follows.
Thank you so much, Hana, for being on.
Yeah, thank you so much.
I just wanted to hear your voices again.
I know. I'm so glad you got your mic set up.
This is great. We can have you on all sorts of stuff now.
Yeah, you can watch movies. Friday.
Yeah. We do Friday night
I don't know.
movies
We
with
just
us.
hang out online and shit. So yeah. Fucking
hell yes.
Yeah. Let's make plans right here on the podcast. Let's
in public. Let everyone know where we'll be meeting.
Yeah.
Which is on the internet. So they
I
mean, it'll be fine. But yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. Do you where can we find you? What do you want to tell people?
I'm going to say that right now I'm working on something cool that's going to come out. I'm lying. I actually am working on some things, but I'm under no illusions that they're going to get made. My Twitter is at Hana Michels, HANAMICHELS. Don't ask me about the spell. I don't know.
It's not your fault.
It really isn't. It's a series of mistakes.
Yeah.
I have two middle names. It's just bad decisions on top of each other. But that's my Twitter.
Cool.
Sweet.
Dave, why don't you tell them what we got going on?
We got a patreon.com/gamefullyunemployed. You can check out exclusive podcasts on there, like Tom and Jeff Watch Batman and Fox Mulder is a Maniac. You can become a Hypecast producer as well. So yeah,
you can, and then we'll read your name on the episode.
We sure will. We'll lick our mics for you.
Yeah, guaranteed. Tasty mic. Wow, we're really.
I'm really regretting this. Yes.
You're really getting in there. Oh man, we also have a store, tpublic.com/store/gamefullyunemployed. You get t-shirts, masks, mugs, stickers, all kinds of stuff. Check it out or don't. I don't know.
Do you still have Swolefield shirts?
We do.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes, mine got a huge taco mess stain on it. Okay, I'm getting another one.
Oh, that makes it better though.
But I was about to say it's in the spirit of Swolefield to have a taco stain on it.
That's true.
It enhances the shirt. Oh man. Oh yeah. So that's it. Let's get out of here. Say goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Our music is produced by Chris Corlew. You can follow him on Twitter at @thecorlew, Corlew, and find more music at shipwreckedsailor.bandcamp.com. Our artwork is produced by Justin Brown. You can follow him on Twitter at @JustinTBrown, and find more of his artwork at artnessbyjustinbrown.com and justinbrown.info.